Hello. Oh, it is Thursday, and that means a couple of things. First and foremost, that means Trevor and I spent the whole day from about 11 o'clock until about 4 hours ago, or 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, building two new brakes that are pre-sale currently, dcdcollects.com. One of them is the Art for All, the other is from the vault, as you already knew. Those two items, we're gonna start cracking those open tomorrow. Today, that means I have two runs to number and random, and then get ready in the proper order for tomorrow. In addition to four Interstellar Sig Series animated boxes left and two clearly authentic baseball boxes left. Um, so when I say today is busy, 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 it is. Also, I want to get this out early in the video because I don't believe we announced it last week when we were supposed to, and that's my bad. But we will actually be in LA on Saturday. There is a con going on called Designer Con. And because I will be down there, I will not be live on Saturday. So today and tomorrow are the only days to get orders in. Otherwise, you have to wait till next week. And as you know, next week, Thursday is Thanksgiving, and we will not be live then. But the good news is that Friday and Saturday, we will be here. So two very short weeks, two very great products, and quite frankly, possibly a third and a fourth on the way as well. We are producing so that you can collect. And that's it. That's the big craziness that has been today. So without any further ado, I am going to start numbering because that is the most boring part. And then we will jump into the other stuff. What's going on, Doug? So the first thing we're going to do, because it is the smallest, is this sweet little awesome thing. This is by artist Jeff Pina. And this is DCD Collects presents Art for All Ages. This is a kid-friendly, family-centric little break right here. I highly recommend for your kiddos that love pop culture and very good art is the best way to put it. This is going to be something that is right up your alley. We have geared this for the whole family. This is only $74.99 because it is geared toward the fam. And shout out to the artist, Jeff Pina. He writes and draws stuff. Jeff Pina makes comics on Instagram. Jeff Pina 78 on Twitter. JeffPina.com. You can see all the goodies that he's into. So there is a shout out there. Dig it. This is going to be a 25 envelope run. Hello, Paul. How are you doing? Artist extraordinaire Paul Maitland in the house. So without any further ado, I'm just going to get to numbering these. This is going to be out of 25. The other break got a little bit bigger. What's going on, Chef? How are you doing? This is the widely regarded as the most boring part of the show. However, the reason we do this is to maintain our full transparency. You get to see every single one of these numbered and randomed live. That way, nobody would ever be able to say that anybody got a hot box or a hot envelope. Kevin P. West. Is that the vault? No, sir. This is a different one. Kevin P. West is also an extraordinaire des artistes. This is art for all ages, Chef. This one is geared more toward the family and the kids, for young collectors. These are little pieces of pop art, you could say, for lack of a better term, with a chance at some really interesting art covers and larger pieces. Something that we're making for the family for the holidays. We had given little hints as to us doing this, and we were able to actually get it done a lot quicker than we had thought, which is never a bad thing. 24 count, this one is definitely a 25. The from the vault actually became a 27 box run. I mean, stuff just gets expanded upon. That's a 13, not a B. The Lions are on a roll. Daughter is 24. Dad will be 50-year-old kid. Hey, however you want to classify it, age is just a number. Unless it's under 18, and then it's not just a number. Then it is protected by parental rights. And speaking of under 18, James tomorrow turns 7. I have a 7-year-old. That to me is cray cray. Almost there. This is always the scary part. This is always the end of the numbering, is where am I going to come out with the right number, or did I miss a number and screw up? I know something as simple as counting. Apparently, something as simple as labeling is not easy as well. I will have to pop a couple of labels on there. Right? 1, 2, 5, shoe, moo, squirrel. Nerd, you got that right, man. Speaking of Detroit, Kevin, my Bills will be playing in Detroit. They announced it today. Buffalo will be playing in Detroit due to the approximately 3 or so feet of snow that Buffalo is about to get pounded with. All right, this one is called Art for All Ages. Yeah, the Bills are playing in Detroit. They'll be playing Cleveland in Detroit. And per usual, this will be random 7 times to come up with the final order. What's up, Hellbolt? Love you, man. All right, there's the final order. That'll be 9, 19, 20, 16, 15, 1, 7, 14, 2, 4, 6, 21, 11, 3, 5, 13, 8, 10, 24, 25, 12, 23, 22, 17, 18. Yeah, probably because it's close and it's in a dome. And the only thing you have to worry about in Detroit is arson, and that typically doesn't happen near the stadium. That happens in East Lansing. All right, these bad boys. This is from the vault. This is going to be out of 27 as of now. If you are a couch, be very scared. Oh, yeah. And rampaging law enforcement cyborgs. That's right. That is right. It was in Detroit. Good point. This one I decided to do in gold. Oh. There you go. Oh goodness. So as we were stuffing envelopes today, in no particular order, I got another look at this run. Goodness gracious, it's good. By the way, one of these is already sold. And since we're opening these tomorrow, that means you've only got about 24 hours left to purchase one of these to be entered into the giveaway. If you like free stuff, that is. Don't forget, when it comes to free stuff, those last 4 Interstellar animated boxes are going to be coming with a metric boatload, figuratively, of free stuff. I'd buy that for $1. Well, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I would go around saying that phrase after watching the movies, and all my friends would be like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Probably because I was like 10 and shouldn't have been watching them. Am I feeling okay? I am. I have just had a very busy week. Very, very busy week. So, 3 items to buy tomorrow. Hey, man, only buy what you're comfortable buying. Never overdo it. We are not going anywhere. Now, the items might be. I can't guarantee we don't sell out of stuff, as you all have seen in the past. I'm sorry, Hellbolt. I hope starting right now, the rest of your weekend is, rest of your week and weekend is amazing. I hope today starts a chain of events that makes your month and effectively makes your year. That is my sincere hope for you. Now, to be fair, I also hope that for everybody in the chat and those watching. My goodness, I'm starting to sound like Mr. Rogers. I guess I'm okay with that. There's worse people to. Hello, Governor. There's worse people to sound like. Oh, I almost panicked. I didn't see the envelope under this one. I thought one of my worst fears came alive. But nope, the math checks out. Thanks, man. Scoobs, how you been, brother? Speaking of brothers, by the way, shout out to my brother Ryan, who got married today. I was unable to get to Buffalo for fear I'd be stuck there in the snowstorm. But shout out to Ryan and his lovely wife. Salute. His wife's name is Vidi. I haven't got to meet her yet in person, I don't believe. But hopefully the next time I get to New York, I can. All right, let's random the randomness. Again, 27 boxes. We'll do it 7 times. There it is. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. All right, that order is going to be 24, 18, 23, 5, 6, 14, 27, 11, 21, 3, 17, 13, 16, 4, 19, 2, 25, 26, 1, 20, 12, 15, 7, 8, 10, 22, 9. And Craig was the first person to purchase, so Craig will be getting box 24. All right, so the boring stuff is over. Now we get to the fun stuff. This is the giveaway for From the Vault. Right now, it is a one-man race. Ends tomorrow. So far, Craig, you are winning. Um, what? Man, I had something else that Trevor and I were talking about. Now I don't recall what it was. Got your flu shot today while at the VA. I do every year. I I come from a family that has medical professionals in it. Um, Specifically my mother, and I get my flu shot every year. I have never not gotten my flu shot. And for the life of me, I don't remember the last time I got the actual flu. I'll get colds, but never the actual flu. And whether it is a strong constitution or the flu shot, I don't know. But I will keep getting the flu shot because I am not allergic to eggs or egg byproducts, which apparently go into flu shots. Because they always ask you, are you allergic to eggs? And I always ask them, nope, still not allergic to eggs, thank you. What's going on, Ice Wolf? How you doing, man? Ice Wolf on our Discord is giving everybody the opportunity to get a hold of some of his amazing art. You can also pick up one of his cards if you end up purchasing the last box of the animated Sig series. Felt like she really rammed it in there a little. Yeah, but Scoobs, it'll never be as bad as the penicillin shot that you get in boot camp. The penicillin shot is a semi-frozen shot. Literally, they keep it in the freezer. The barrel of the thing is like this big around. The needle is a huge gauge needle. I don't know what the gauge is, but it's big because they have to jam this stuff the consistency of peanut butter into you. And for those who have not been through boot camp, Scoop is like the peanut butter shot wasn't that bad for me. That's because they give it to you in your butt. What they have you do is they have you bend over. No, I'm not kidding. You bend over, put your hands on either your knees or the wall in front of you, and the corpsman comes with an overhand stab downward, and then stabs it into your buttocks, and then with the other hand jams the plunger in. I'm not joking. This thing is a huge gauge needle. And you can feel the muscle in your buttocks separating because this giant frozen lump of penicillin is now in there. And it was the first wake-up call that, yes, I am in boot camp. This is not summer camp. Because for 3 days, that hurt. You had to rub on it to try to disperse it. But it was an awful pain. You weren't allowed to do anything for 2 days. You got your shot today? Well, you have 2 days where you can't do anything with you. You just need to sit there and learn. But yeah, that was the little bump under the hand was freaking out. We had quite a few. The bump under the hand, I remember that one. That was testing you for. Oh, what was that for? Goodness, I can't remember what that was for, but that was one where they purposely put that little bubble. It might have been TB. It could have been tuberculosis. And if it goes away, you don't have it. But if it festers and spreads, you have TB. See, Doug knows. So coming from Doug, I know that's the answer. But yeah, the TB one was it's a literal assembly line of shots. There's like 7 to 10 shots. I don't remember what it was, but you just like literally one in each arm, and then you'd take 2 steps, you get another one in each arm, and then you would take 2 steps, you'd get the hand done, and then you take another step, and you were bending over for penicillin, and it was like, oh my goodness, when is this going to end? It was just sore all over. Literally, laterally, one after the other, factory line of just pain. And they would have garbage bins full of needles at the end of this. Red bins. Just absolutely, like, just think of a big, like, 60-gallon garbage can full of needles by the end of the day from all the people that they were inoculating or whatever the word is. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely bonkers. I remember my immigration medical, 7 shots at once. Uh, I, it's funny. I didn't know. I'd imagine as somebody. I was born in New York. Um, I imagine that we would do some sort of physical in a way to immigrate. I never really thought about it much, Paul. So you actually bring up a very interesting point, something I never really considered. But yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. You don't want people bringing in sicknesses or diseases that have been either fully or partially eradicated in the U.S. I guess that makes sense. Well, Paul, I'm glad that you're still here and that none of those shots caused you to go away. So it sounds like they all worked. Icewolf says, last time I went to Thailand, it was like 7 shots in one day. So we had to go, we had to pass through the Suez Canal when I was in the Navy. And we had to, um, some people were getting offloaded. Hey, Maddie, how you doing? Some people were getting offloaded. And apparently, if you were going anywhere in Africa, you had to have the malaria shots. And supposedly, those are the worst. She did ask if I was allergic to eggs. Didn't know they were used. It's not eggs. It's something, some protein. Scuba, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's just a certain protein that is found in eggs that is in the typical flu vaccine. It's not like they're shooting eggs into you, but there's a protein, and that protein is the one that would make you allergic to eggs. So the easiest way to find out if you're going to be allergic to the flu shot is to ask if you're allergic to eggs, because a particular protein found primarily in eggs is in there. Now, that is just, I did go, I was going to handle pre med for school before, after a semester, I decided I couldn't do that the rest of my life. So this is info from Anatomy of Physiology 1 and 2 and microbiology that I took 20 years ago. Travel ban in Erie County. Don, I love you, man. Don't go anywhere. They told us to shut off all the machines and go home. You definitely would have been stuck in Buffalo. I would have. I would have been going to work probably right now. Actually, I will say one girl I used to work the company. I'll say it. I left on good terms. Buffalo Pumps is where I worked, and I was a member of the Steelworkers Union. The one thing I will say that was good about Buffalo Pumps is they're not going to hold it against you if it's a weather-related circumstance, especially the people from Lockport. Um, a lot of people, a lot of the old timers just lived right near the uh, the warehouse, the factory. Um, but for those who didn't live nearby, they were like, yeah, you're gonna miss it. It's fine. But Don, thank you again for my wonderful gift. I haven't called you yet about it because I still think about it and get choked up, and I don't feel like crying on the phone with you. But know that and oh, by the way, Trevor, so I left it here so Trevor could see it. And Trevor saw it today and he was like, it's unbelievably good. I'm like, yeah, I know. Scuba said most flu vaccines today are produced using an egg-based manufacturing process and thus contain a small amount of egg protein called ovalbumin. 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 See, Scoobs, I feel like that is almost exactly what I said. Um, Man, I wish. I had the chutzpah. That's for you, Maddie. I wish I had the chutzpah to. I didn't use enough chutzpah to go to the gym after a day of work. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I just, yeah. All right. So, hey, Doug. Doug, I'm feeling froggy. Craig, are you still watching? Chutzpah? Yeah. My two favorite words that are Yiddish would be chutzpah and mensch. I have been called a mensch, and that was like the greatest honor I could receive. Uh, I was like, wait, me? The last person I called a mensch was last I heard was Robin Williams. So if I can be anywhere in the same category, even though I don't hold a candle to him, I'll take the compliment. Hey, Doug. Since Craig is here and he did pre-order one, do you think? And this is up to you. Do you think we should open his because he was the only one that pre-ordered before tomorrow's deadline, just to tease everybody? Oh, great, a Druish princess. She's a base. I love Mel Brooks. I do. None of his movies could be made today. But you know what? They're just gosh darn funny. And if you don't think so, I'm sorry, but they are. Lone Star. Oh, goodness. Bourbon is not here to buy the rest, right? We can tease Craig. Pre-order bonus is still till tomorrow. Yes, the pre-order is until tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. I believe we did say that we were going to hold it until we actually opened it. But I think we can tease with Craig. Craig, how do you feel like getting yours a little bit early? And this is only for Craig. So even if you order now, I'm still going to make you wait. But Craig was super early. And I think we should do a little something, something. Craig, how do you feel about that, man? 24 of 27 is what he drew. Yeah, I've seen both of the commissions. Both of them are fantastic. I don't know how you're going to be able to pick between the two. They're both ridiculously awesome. Oh, Craig's like, let's go. All right, here it is. A little sneak peek. Oh, never mind, it's broken. See you tomorrow, everybody. Thank goodness there's two sides to every envelope. I demand better envelopes. It's probably user error. This is what we get for trying to do something early. There we go. Right? It's a sign. It's a sign. That's what we get for trying to break the rules. Well, you did say tease and not. Oh, I feel like there's multiple pieces in here. I wonder if we can figure out which one this is from the back. Anybody? And obviously, Doug, you're not allowed to guess because you should know what these are. And if it's something you don't know, then we grabbed the wrong pile. Yeah, oh man, I love warm hugs. Sure is. The worst movie ever made. I disagree. The one I was terrified I'd get if I bought in. Not a fan. Well, I'll have you know this right here is Tom Hodges. Tom Hodges, known for a lot of his Star Wars, amongst other things, has worked for multiple people. Tom Hodges, pretty dang talented. Tom Hodges and Disney. But that's not the only thing in here. My goodness, it's Tom Hodges and Disney. This was my favorite character of the film, personally. The old Tom Hodges. So, Doug, this has been in your vault for 6 years. Monster's name is Marshmallow. Looks like a marshmallow. I feel like there's more in here. Oh, goodness. That's pretty big. Well, that is also Tom Hodges. But look at the work put into that one. Give it to you this way. There it is. Elsa. Now, fun fact. You actually had this one for longer. These were this was the first one from the series you got. And this would have been 2014. And then you got the other ones to complement this one. Would that be accurate? There you go. I got to put it far away to get the whole thing in frame. Elsa was the first commission. I love the eyes. I think the eyes are spectacular. Dig it. All right, not one, not two, but three Tom Hodges original pieces of art directly from Doug's vault. Let it snow! Absolutely. There you go, man. Fantastic start. And a beautiful example of how much work was actually put into these. You have three original Tom Hodges. Maddie's like, this takes me back to my princess party days. You mean last month? Reminds me of last month, she says. Right. That Elsa is quite a larger commission from Tom Hodges. Yeah, he's not. So, from the work that I've seen from Tom Hodges, he doesn't do a ton of the bigger stuff. He typically stays in, and correct me if I'm wrong, in like maybe the 8 to 10, um, 8 by 10 and below era, when he occasionally will pop off the big ones, especially if it's, you know, a showpiece or something that he does into prints. Tom Hodges turns a lot of his larger pieces into prints that he sells as well. That is one thing that I have seen from doing my Tom Hodges research. There is a pretty good sized um, Mighty Thor that he has done that he did a limited print run out of. If I'm not mistaken. Maddie said the cold never bothered her anyway. I don't know if Maddie could handle Buffalo tomorrow. That should bother her a little bit. Goodness gracious. I am only working on hour number 8 here. So it is still early in my workday. Thanks, Scoobs. I sang The Cold Never Bothers Me Anyway more times than I care to admit. I sing a lot of things more times than I care to admit. Only because listening to me sing is akin to is anybody watching Andor? When the guy puts the headphones on the other character as a form of torture, I am fairly certain it's me singing that is playing in those headphones, because that's how bad it is. I might have an okay voice, but it does not translate to singing at all. Not one bit. Not ready for season one to end. It is so. I'm not surprised it's so good, especially considering Rogue One being the best Star Wars film made, period. I am not surprised that the series that leads up to it is also the best series done by them. Ready for the new Futurama episodes next year. I can never say no to Futurama. Um, I'm a fan. I'm definitely a Futurama fan. Yeah, uh he does have a birthday coming up. Because James is tomorrow. I think Steve is the next day, right? So, Kevin, I think Futurama, or the people that make Futurama, really missed an opportunity. How they didn't make an official line of famous heads inside of a liquid filled container. I used to cosplay as Zap Brannigan and learn how to do the voice. Nice. Um, or even like a lava lamp with like Nixon's head in it or something. I would easily see those becoming amazingly collectible. You know, just a series of famous heads in bubbling tanks, where it'll be like a nightlight that has, it's lit from below, and you turn on a button, and bubbles come up through the sides. I mean, that would be, in my opinion, probably the best possible merchandise you could pull out of there, and they haven't even attempted it. This, to me, is a missed opportunity. God, my favorite. No, there's very little merch at all. Futurama head in jar Funkos. There you go. There it is. Like, that seems to me like an easy win. Hey, let's make a boatload of money for the rabid fan base. No, on second thought, I'll just be poor. Oh, okay, cool. That's how that conversation went. Press a button on the Nixon one and it goes, Horror. Horror. Yeah, that's right. You can have like this, but in water and just ahead. It would be that easy. It would be that easy. I don't know. Now watch. After this, they're gonna make that, and I just gave them a free idea. I mean, if you're gonna make it, at least give me like a full set, and to make me feel good about giving you that idea. I know Ice Wolf really wants me to show him what this is because he forgot what he made. I just can't bring myself to do it. Doug, by the way, you got something in the mail. Now that is a tease. You got something in the mail that rhymes with Karen and Pinter. And I completely forgot that that was coming. And now that it's here, I am excited because after reviewing the checklist and seeing what is in those, uh, a 12-box case. Oh, Ice Wolf, I'm in. I am in, man. Yeah, so Doug, I can't wait until we figure out what we're gonna do with that, because that's some exciting stuff. And as a matter of fact, so I got it today, and we were expecting the other stuff. Doug, you and I both. You and I both. Um, so we got that. And Trevor's like, "Oh, that must be the hockey." I was like, "That's right. We have the case of hockey coming." The allure. So I didn't open the case, but I could see through the tape. There was just a little gap. And I went, "Oh man, I didn't realize." And yeah, Trevor's like, "Oh, we got a case." I was like, "Yeah, I thought we got a few boxes. I thought we got like 4 boxes just for funsies." Uh, but we have the case, and Trevor's like, that stuff's actually really good this year. I was like, I know. Or to quote Craig Ferguson, I know. Halfway home, visibility down to 5 feet. Tell Maddie we may have thunder snow. Just another November in Buffalo. Don, be safe, man, please. I am aware how terrible it is out there. Doug says, okay, DC, let's do a vote. Rip and Allen and Ginter, or wait. All right, so Rip or wait. 3 out of 5 wins. We got one for Rip. Scuba, that is not a choice. Well, there it is. Three rips and 1 lick. I'm not gonna lick the box. I'm sorry, Scuba. That costs a lot extra. Do we have favorites for the World Cup? Oh goodness, I don't want to get political, but I'm not gonna watch the World. Well, here that's a lie. I will probably watch the World Cup, but I'm gonna try not to enjoy it. I've already seen some of the ridiculousness coming out of Qatar, and they shouldn't be hosting. They should never have been able to buy that. Not with their human rights track record. Oh man, look at that. What do you say? That box right there? Doug? Doug, you choose left, right, or center. Rooting for Denmark in the World Cup. Traditionally, when I was under the impression, so I have an Italian last name. That's part of the reason I never say it because nobody ever gets it right. My whole life, I grew up in an Italian household, very Roman Catholic family, and Italian. Then I do my DNA search and find out I am like 55% French. So now I may have to go with the French. Should we number? I mean, we could do that. Oy. Anyone but Brazil. Still mad at the Cup 12 or 16 years ago or so when the refs ribbed it for Brazil and wouldn't call their fouls, but would card their opponents for perfectly legal things. Dude, FIFA is gotta be one of the most corrupt organizations, corrupt global organizations. It's up there. All right, I am going to number them right on the sticker. Hola, Mando! ¿Qué pasó, hermano? ¿Dónde está su Juan? La Juan? Los Juan? Les Juan? Oh, it's here tonight. Well, good, because we're going to open something for ourselves, and we don't mind having a lucky break. Doug, do you have a number in mind, or do you want me to just random you a number? Tell me how you feeling, bud. You're the boss. Number 9? Number 9. That's a good one, especially if you're a Beatles fan. Still sad I lost my auto from the tank guy. Oh, General Sherman. Numero quattro. There's quattro. That's $5. I'm sorry, buddy. They should, but I don't think they'll ever be able to afford that again. Topps, Allen, and Ginter 2022. Box number 4. Look for any 3 of these: autograph card, relic card, rip card, printing plate, or book card. Yeah, but Civil War is so cool. I mean, historically, not actually. You know what I mean. All right, let's get some decent focus. I'm gonna probably want it to be about there. We'll go with that. We'll see how that works. We need to do a show-off night. I have a complete presidential run of documents up to Trump. What he means by a presidential run of documents, he means he has a document signed by every president of the United States up until the last 2. Amazing author documents, too, as well as a very, very rare Middle Earth map signed by Tolkien himself. It's true. It's true. All of it. That's my best old Harrison Ford. It's true. All of it. All right, here we go. This one is for the house. 2022 Topps Allen and Ginter. Baseball and other things. Oh man, it feels good. It just feels good. Oh, box topper. Box topper. Box topper. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Cabinet. Box loader. Now, Doug. Because this is for the house, that means it's going to be filled with Dodgers and Angels, right? There are 3 big hits in here, Mondo. And a whole bunch of short prints. Thomas rookie. Maldonado. There is a Ryan rookie. And National Pajama Day. Any Padre players got me up for a trade buy? Well, hey, that is a good possibility. Any card numbered over 300 is a short print. So that right there, that Maldonado is an SP. I may have done a little homework. Just a little. All right, let me separate these in a way that it makes sense. Black Border Minis is a 1 in 10. I can tell you. It should be the last page on here. Oh, nope, I looked up football. There we go. All right, so according to the Cardboard Connection, which is the place to find the checklists of all of your favorite sets, the minis, black bordered, are 1 in 10 packs, which means you get about 2 per box. Bon chance, us. Bobo. Ah, there we go. Brandon Nimmo jersey card, game used. And how about a Wander Franco mini rookie? Where's he going to sign this year? I do not know, but what I do know is we should probably give this one to Trevor. He's what you call a little bit because the minis were actually the original Allen and Ginter cards. This was the size of a traditional Allen and Ginter, so it is an homage to the OG cards. Maddox looking super young. There's a gray rookie. Beer. Baseball lexicon. Hot corner. Because the majority of hitters are right-handed and batted balls often get to third base in a hurry, that position is known as the hot corner. Manning this spot then requires excellent reflexes and quick hands. Many simply can't stand the heat. What's cooking? Fresh ground black pepper. Hey, take care, Ice. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, let's see. Ramirez is an SP. Sueto is an SP. Arenado, Melendez, Mariano. Hall of Famer, Rod Carew. Cy Young pitching a gem, Aquamarine. No SPs there. Low. Gore. Roger Maris. Teddy Williams, and Teddy Williams. Oh, this would be the 1 in 5 packs. Chef, it is great. It is. We are dedicated to really not do a ton of sports, but when we choose to get into sports, we want it to be worth it, to be pure fun. Manny. Welcome to New Jersey. New Jersey versus everyone. Famous famous rivals. New Jersey versus everyone. Oh goodness, that is hilarious. That is, I want Kevin Smith to sign this card. It is my belief Kevin Smith should sign that. Rick Sutcliffe is an SP. Rookie. 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 Babe Ruth. Nick Allen. Stargell. Kirby Puckett, and who is the other guy? I don't know. Who was it? Roberto Clemente, the pride of Puerto Rico. Baseball lexicon. Green light. Oh, the burger. Get that bread. This is why this set is fantastic. Where else can you get a burger in a pack of cards? Nico is an SP. All right, now it's time for some hits. Let's get the hits. That is what you're here to see. Although this is fun. All right, good. Thank you. Willie Mays Hayes. Nolan Ryan. Nathaniel Lowe is an SP. Want to see a Trout hit? Me too. What up, Lou? What up, Yogi? Well, I would say that's about to be a hit. And if I'm not mistaken, the minis that are on card auto have a border. There's Harper. You Darvish. Are you selling the Allure as a hit break, or did Upper Deck change the rules again? Allure is packs. I think there's 10 packs or so. All right, Doug, are you ready? Who could it be? Well, I'll be Jake Cousins from Milwaukee. On card rookie auto. Sitting down. I like that sig. It's very similar to my signature. Yeah, I dig it. That's cool. It's got the cool factor. Honestly, I want us to have to rip one live. And I don't mean me ripping one. There's a Marsh rookie. National Dog Day. And another black border. So that should be our two. Schwarber. Acuna. Oh, it's a Braves pack. Mr. October. And Matsui. Bradley Zimmer is an SP. Would you look at that? All right, should be two more hits. Eider. That would be a duck. Dark brown sugar. Murray. LeMahieu. And the big unit, aka a really good photographer. There's the Ginter back. Louis Gonzalez SP. Mas. Puos. Low. Onus. Doug, you used to own a pretty nice Onus. That's Kate Brownell and Tommy Seaver. Landon Donovan. I wouldn't mind a Landon Donovan auto. Johnny Bench. There's a Ginter. Dave Concepcion very distinct way he held his bat really up high, perpendicular to the ground. I was forced to copy it because that was my dad's favorite shortstop. Famous rivals, the Yankees and the Red Sox. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, Doug, I bet. I wish you had it still too. Ah, this Ripken guy would have been great if he could have stayed healthy. Tucker Clemens. Liam Hendricks is an SP. Signed by the team, and Donovan on it was working with Kobe Jones, and he got it for me. That's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. An LA Galaxy team jersey and ball that includes Donovan is pretty dang awesome. All right, there's something goofy there, and it's not the Meatball Hero. What a steal! Subject used memorabilia. That's a weird phrasing. Subject used memorabilia. Okay, interesting. Who is it though? Great question. Charlie Barons, journalist and comedian. Okay. I've got nothing. Oh, it's the Nugenics guy, Strasburg. A flying Muncie. Shohei Otani. Ruby for the color match. Where's Otani signing next year? Hey, there's a Torkelson. How about Ryan in a Halos uniform? Jackie Robinson. No, I'll agree. A guy who can do everything Otani can should have more MVP votes. Well, there you go, man. He could stick around. Paprocki. Another one. National Nurses Day. All right, so we've it's two and a half technically, or 2.4 per box. We got the 0.4. You know what card I'm talking about? I do. I pulled it for you. Rob Riggle. Inside the Park, Olympic National Park. And Joe Morgan. All right, 2 packs to go. Bob Feller. Thurman Munson. He pulled a Munson. Worcestershire sauce. What's cooking? There's Griff. Steve Carlton, Tanzanite. All right, tons of fun, interesting hits, a lot of really interesting subsets. They seem to be food-based. I'm not mad at that. It does. It does. I have a feeling it's called What's Cooking. So I bet you if you collect all of the cards, it gives you a recipe. Now, I will tell you it's Worcestershire. We've seen Worcestershire sauce. We've seen brown sugar. And we have seen black pepper. To me, it sounds like a barbecue sauce. Hunter, Wheeler, and Podsednik are SPs. All right, so we've got SPs here. Well, and an Otani. We've got a little bit of base. A stack of minis. And some inserts, as well as the auto. The Charlie Barron's subject used underwear and game used Nimmo jersey. This stuff is just fun to open. Quite frankly, I could just do hours of opening this product and be satisfied. This is one of those products where it's like, yes, I will do this all day. Was hoping we'd get a rip, but you can't get everything all the time. You, sir, are welcome. Of course, this little gem right here. RDV1, is that a short print? Looks like someone bought another from the vault, too. Got it, Paul. Interesting. This might be a short print rookie. (2006) Allen and Ginter rookie design mini. 1 out of 8 packs. So they should fall 3 per box. So there you go. A little bit more short print. Not a bad one to get if you're going to get one. Doug. The other one is also Craig. Craig got number 18. Can I get a new brain so my head stops hurting so maybe I can remember something? Once you figure out brain transplant, let me know. I could use one too. All right, Doug. We have another decision to make. Now, we did let Craig slide. And we did say we would open up Craig's early. Did we specify only that one? Or do we continue with Craig Day? Scuba, I did. Maximus, isn't it? I believe it's called Maximus, the most detailed T-Rex skull found. It actually had puncture marks in the skull that shows it was attacked by another larger dinosaur. Um, I'll leave it up to you. I made one adult decision. I'm out. Craig said, Doug, wipe off the dust of these. um, there are pieces spanning decades in here. I am fairly certain. Let's do it. Why not? 18 to 27. Craig, why not, man? Paul says British kids show called Secret Diary of Adrian Mole. He presented it like a newscast. He described his bully as Britain's only surviving brain transplant donor. I like it. All right, if we were at the gym, it would be leg day. So let's make it Craig Day. Man, oh man, another dually. Another one with more than one piece of art in it. Craig, you're making out like a bandit. I mean, this one's pretty good sized. Oh, hello there. That is Zatanna. Doug, tell me about this Zatanna. That one is Leanne. She's a big up-and-coming name. This is a really recent one, too. I think you acquired this one this year. This one's bigger. Oh, a staple of comic books. Mark Teixeira with a poison ivy. I really like Teixeira's work. It is simple yet detailed. Check out that Teixeira. Oh, it is. Look at that, man. It is amazing. Thank you, Chef. Teixeira can accomplish so much with so few strokes. Scuba says, I'm a big up and coming name, and yet you haven't had me commission anything. Rude. Scuba, what's your medium? Teixeira and Leanne. I dig it. Look at that again. So good. I know, right? Like you can. It's just so good. I mean, there's maybe, I'm not exaggerating. You could probably count it. Maybe 100, maybe 100 pen strokes on here. Maybe 125 if you're pushing it. And he accomplishes all of that with so few strokes. It's amazing. Congratulations, man. That's pretty dang amazing. You've got 5 brand new pieces of art. Leanne Hyun does work for Blizzard and Riot Games. She was very popular at San Diego Comic-Con this year. www.phaedry.com. There you go. Congrats, Craig. Craig now has 5 pieces of art from the Dryer Vault. That's it. That was that easy. All right, so 4 animated left, 2 clearly authentic, a ton of giveaways. Does anybody need anything in front of me now before we wrap up and get ready for a massive day tomorrow? Oh, goodness. Paul says, I will give you a hug, Scoops. Fly to California. I'll give you a hug. Paul says, I usually do gray or tan, but color stock is awesome to work on. I struggle with stick figures. So usually spiral bound notebook paper is what I draw on. I agree, Chef. I agree. Oh. All right. Last chance, and then I'm out of here. I have been here for almost 9 hours. Actually, I got here before 11, so I've been here for 9 hours. Hey, you can do a lot with a stick figure. That's true. I just don't draw them well. Oh, I love you, Scoobs. That's what I'm here for. Is finally about to do a Kickstarter. Kickstarters are great ways to get in on the ground floor of amazing artists. You just have to do a little bit of research to make sure there's no rug pull. Oh, not at all, Scoobs. Never. Never Scoobs. Never Scoobs. All right, everybody, I am going to go. I have a beautiful drive up the Pacific Coast Highway. That is gorgeous. So when I drive out this late, there's nobody on the roads. All right, everybody, tomorrow, we are going to be opening up a lot of stuff. I would love to see these last 4 Interstellar animated go away so that we have room to continue stocking new things. But we have a ton of fun tomorrow. Lots and lots of art to be seen. As a reminder, we're not going to be here Saturday, so we need to get everything done tomorrow that we're going to do. Otherwise, it'll be a solid week until next Friday, Black Friday, that we do it again. With that says, Paul Maitland says, $100 says, I can teach you to do a Bob Ross painting in a day. Maybe? What's up, Panda? How you doing? Maybe. Paul, I bet you probably could. But for $100, I'll mess it up on purpose. All right, everybody. Pando, you're a stud. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I know it was kind of short, only an hour and 43 minutes. But tomorrow is going to be a massive day. Please be here because you are going to see some art that is absolutely obscene in a good way and not the other way obscene is used. So take care of yourselves and each other because I love each and every one of you. It has to happen. Be here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we will go through Doug's Vault piece by piece.